I've got 3 things today that I want to share with you. And these are foundational things that I've learned over my career that have made a huge difference over time. Number 1 is don't forget to ask for the business. We just assume sometimes that people are going to know, like, and trust us and then use us as their realtor, but that's just not the case, sadly. We have to let people know that we want their business. And before we can ask them for the business, we have to have earned the right to be heard. What do I mean by that? You have to listen long enough that you have the right then to speak into a person's life. And that could be like whether it's the right time for them or who might be their lender. All these things, we have to earn the right to speak into people's life. And once we've done that, we need to ask for the business. The second thing that I learned really early on in my career, and I promise you, if you take this advice into your being, this will change your business. And that is, the deal is never dead. So oftentimes we get into a transaction and things start going wrong, and a really inefficient realtor will just go, okay, well, that deal's dead. But for us on our team, we always say the deal is never dead. And then we start resourcing, like, okay, how are we going to keep this together? What are we going to do to put this deal back into place? And so it starts with your mentality. Just thinking, okay, the deal is not dead. I'm going to keep fighting. And I promise you'll probably save 25% of the deals that are crashing. You can save by just having the mentality, the deal is never dead, and I'm going to keep this together. The last thing I'd like to say is, and I see agents do this all the time, and it's so frustrating to me, never text bad news. 2 reasons why. It's the coward's way to text bad news, number 1. But number 2, and this is the more important piece of advice, is that it's your time to shine. When you have bad news, you owe it to your client to call them, get them either in person or over the phone, and tell them, okay, I've got some bad news for you, but, that's the key, but here's what we're going to do. And then you start working out the solutions for them. But what that does, then it instills more trust in you as their realtor and more trust in you as the expert. So don't ever miss the opportunity to tell somebody bad news in person so that you can shine.